we never stop. Like, I feel like even off camp, I'm always here getting better and moving around. Remember, I'm in fat camp.
He's refining right now. We've changed the adaptation. He has what he needs. The tools are there. Now it's just about optimizing. And you'll see the session today. It's Wednesday. It's midweek. Somewhere he's probably grinding. Right now we're refining. We're getting better. We're fine tuning. It's about rhythm and timing.
There's nothing new to me. Cameras, media, none of the talking is new to me. This is what I've been doing since I'm a kid. So now, just part of business. Gotta go out there, June 27th.
Especially for Xander at this point in his career, but it shows his heart and his confidence, you know, that he has in himself. And he's ready to go make history for his country. He's going to do real well now.
Xander Zayas is now training alongside Terence Crawford as he prepares for Jaron Ennis. And that partnership has made his training camp look even more focused and serious.
It's up to him, however he wants to go into this fight. The only person that is gonna pay the price is him, nobody else. Not his team, not his fans.
Inside camp, Xander looks like he is preparing for much more than simply boxing Jaron Ennis. He is getting ready for the physical challenge that comes with facing him. Training alongside Terence Crawford adds another level to his preparation because Crawford understands how to deal with speed, angles, pressure, and elite timing. For Xander, though, this camp is about more than refining technique. He is building strength, improving durability, and making sure his body is ready for the intensity and power that Boots Ennis can bring at 154 pounds.
Square, extend, 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 hold, 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 hold. Come back in slowly. Shift the hips from hands. Attaboy.
Same focus, same hungerness, same dedication, same everything. Nothing changes. There's another fight. Most important fight of my career. But every fight is important. Nothing different. That's what it comes down to. I know who I am. I know what I put myself through every camp, and I know that I put the shifts when I need to put the shifts. So whatever he says won't affect me because I've been here before. I've been here since I'm 16 years old.
You can see Xander's training camp is built around becoming strong enough to stand his ground when the fight turns physical. He is not just doing light boxing drills or trying to impress on camera. The focus is on strength, balance, conditioning, and preparing his body for 12 demanding rounds. Against someone like Boots Ennis, he must stay composed, maintain his positioning, and avoid being forced out of rhythm. If he allows Boots to dictate where the fight takes place, that is when the danger can quickly begin.
Our business, gotta go out there, June 27th. We're gonna get in that ring. And it's gonna be me and him, nobody else. So it doesn't matter what nobody else says, or what he says, or what he thinks, or what he thinks is funny. It doesn't rile me up at all. I say weeks out. It's gonna be scary. He's the hardest opponent in my resume today because, again, I feel like every fight was a step into that direction. And obviously, facing somebody like Boots, former world champion, coming up to a new weight class and wanting to be the king of the weight class is obviously challenging because you know he's coming with his best, but you gotta expect the best out of me, and I promise I'm gonna bring the best version out of that.
He is also using jump rope drills to sharpen the small details that could make a difference in this fight. The repeated movement helps improve his rhythm, timing, and footwork, allowing him to stay light on his feet instead of standing directly in front of Boots.
He wants to underestimate the fight, and he wants to have it, and that's on him. That's cool with me. I know I'm putting the shifts. I know I'm putting in the work, and when it's time to go to the deep waters, I know I can swim with those sharks.
Then the high knee drills push his conditioning even further, forcing his legs and lungs to work while improving his balance. Double unders build speed, coordination, and explosiveness because every mistake is immediately exposed. That kind of training is important because Boots can suddenly change the pace and force opponents to react instantly. Xander is not just training to move around the ring. He is preparing to stay fast, stay active, and keep his body performing even when the fight reaches its most demanding moments.
We're kind of mid-stage in camp in terms of conditioning. It's just going to get better from here. we're planning for everything. We're planning for Boots to put pressure. We're planning for Boots to move around the ring. But I think Boots hasn't really fought anybody like Xander.
He is also placing major emphasis on strengthening his legs, and that could be one of the most important parts of this training camp. Against Boots, powerful legs are about far more than athleticism. They allow Xander to hold his ground, move in and out, change direction, and stay balanced when the pressure comes from different angles. If his legs begin to tire, he risks getting trapped in front of Boots, which is exactly where he does not want to be. By training them relentlessly, he is preparing to stay light, stable, and explosive throughout every round. It shows he understands that hand speed alone will not be enough. He needs the lower body strength to keep moving, keep punching, and stay in control when the fight becomes physically demanding.
I've been fortunate enough to have everybody, coming towards him all the time. That's not Xander. Xander can box, Xander can use his legs, and the angles may be a problem for him.
Xander is also doing plenty of road work, showing he is preparing for a long fight instead of just a fast start. Running strengthens his legs, builds endurance, and develops the discipline needed when the pace becomes difficult. Against Boots, that matters because he can force opponents to move, think, reset, and defend every second. If Xander wants to stay sharp late in the fight, he needs the stamina to keep his feet moving and his punches accurate. Road work may not be the most exciting part of camp, but it is one of the most important. It proves he understands he may need to handle pressure, maintain his rhythm, and stay strong through the championship rounds.
Saber cuándo ir al 100% y el 100 bajarlo al 50 y volverlo a subir al 100 cuando necesitas hacerlo.
No es una competencia dañina, pero yo soy competitivo. Yo quiero llegar de primero, entonces como que me empujo, me esfuerzo a tratar de seguir el ritmo de los muchachos. Además que todo de Xander, que siempre está como que liderando el grupo. Yo me enfoco en eso, no en ganar o ser mejor, pero quiero estar ahí soy competitivo con eso.
Es chévere porque es competencia pero es sana y nos motivamos a hacer mejor, a hacer mejor el trabajo, a trabajar más duro. Y pues, como te digo, nos competimos y al final ganamos todo porque esto es para todo el mundo.
¿Quién va a ganar la subida ahora? ¿Quién la gana?
Esto es fácil, es para que arrancan primero y tienen tenis de correr.
We're preparing for, probably his biggest fight to date.
On the other side, Boots Ennis is treating this fight with the same level of seriousness. While Xander focuses on strength, conditioning, and footwork, Boots is sharpening every part of his game through demanding work in camp. His recent sparring sessions with Demetrius Andrade highlight the quality of preparation ahead of facing Xander. Andrade is known for being slick, awkward, experienced, and difficult to figure out. Working with a fighter like that helps Boots improve his patience, timing, counterpunching, and composure when the pace changes. That preparation is important because Xander will not simply stand in front of him. He is expected to box intelligently, remain disciplined, and force Boots to make adjustments. By sparring with Andrade, Boots is preparing for much more than power. He is getting ready for angles, strategy, and a true chess match at 154 pounds. Boots has everything. Hearing those words from Demetrius Andrade makes his training camp sound even more impressive. Andrade is not just another sparring partner. He is slick, experienced, awkward, and one of the hardest fighters to prepare for. If someone with that level of skill speaks so highly of Boots after sharing rounds with him, it carries real weight. Boots is already known for his speed, power, switch-hitting ability, and sharp counterpunching. Sparring with Andrade can only make those strengths even better. This type of preparation goes beyond getting ready for an ordinary fight. Xander is young, strong, and disciplined, so Boots must be prepared for intelligent boxing, patience, and constant adjustments. Andrade's praise suggests Boots is refining every part of his game before fight night, and that could make the challenge even tougher for Xander.
He's in great shape, man. I've always been a fan of his. I've been watching him a long time and wanting him to do his thing, and it was nice so I can give him some type of hooks and just pressure on his upcoming fight because Xander and man, I mean, at this thing, Boots has everything it takes to stay on top of the game for a long time.
Who wins that fight?
Yeah, I'm Team Boots, so I believe he's going to pull it off. Like I said, I think he has every attribute to win, skill level. It ain't no pushover either. It ain't no pushover fight, but I believe that he has what it takes to, close the gap in the later round of the fight. Because I think just his speed, his skill, his explosiveness, and being able to he got good reflexes, that kid. So he's springy. So it's really nice to see that. And I've been watching him do that for a long time.
Here, Boots speaks about sparring Demetrius Andrade as he prepares for the Xander Zayas fight. It is an important insight because it highlights the level of work he is putting in during training camp. Andrade is far from an easy sparring partner. He is slick, awkward, intelligent, and highly experienced. Sharing rounds with a fighter like that can only help sharpen Boots ahead of such a demanding matchup. Against Xander, that preparation could prove crucial because Boots wants to show he is ready for every challenge at 154 pounds.
I saw it in there having fun. Working on different stuff. I like his skill set. I like what he be doing. Okay.
Do you seek those guys out, like the A-level established guys to test yourself?
You said y'all do what?
Do you seek those guys out? Like, they were like...
For sure, it came. That's how I be wanting, top work, and so fight night can be super easy, and that's how I be getting great work, this team. Different work each week, through routine guys out. I'm feeling tremendous.
As far as sparring wise, has this been your best camp sparring wise? We're finding guys and being competitive work?
I think it's like sparring wise. I had a lot of
Boxing Ego views this matchup as one that favors Boots because he believes the advantages are clearly on his side. Xander is strong, disciplined, and full of confidence, but Boots presents a completely different challenge. He can switch stances, attack from unusual angles, counter with speed, and turn a quiet round into a dangerous one in an instant. That is what makes this fight so intriguing. Xander may possess the size and physical frame, but Boots has the type of natural ability that forces opponents to hesitate. Once a fighter starts thinking instead of reacting, Boots has a habit of taking control very quickly.
Told you, I'm really looking forward to this fight. Told you from the beginning I'm picking Boots. But what I just seen right here makes me even more confident in my pick. Now, I don't have anything against Xander Zayas. I think he stepped up when other people like Virgil Ortiz had a bunch of legal mumbo-jumbo with his promoter, and it is...
Boots' warning that he plans to put Xander Zayas to sleep adds even more intensity to the fight. That goes beyond ordinary confidence. It is his way of sending a message before they even step into the ring together. He is letting Xander know that the power he brings at 154 pounds is real, and one mistake could completely change the fight. At the same time, those comments also increase the pressure on Boots because when a fighter predicts a knockout, fans expect him to deliver. Xander will hear those words, and so will his entire team. That makes the matchup even more personal.
I don't know, the bigger they are, I'd be putting big guys out.
Yeah,
cold.
I've heard stories in the gym.
I'm talking about cold with 18s on. So what you think I'm gonna do? With 8 ounces or 10 ounces on them? Because I'm at 51st. What you think I'm gonna do with 10 ounces?
If Boots is talking about ending the fight that way, fans will be waiting to see if his power truly translates at 154. Xander will not want to be humiliated, so he is likely to come in even sharper, more disciplined, and determined to prove he can take the pressure. That is what makes this matchup so risky for both men. Boots is chasing the knockout. Xander is fighting for respect. And once the opening bell rings, every exchange could become deeply personal.
You always was looking for big opportunities. Big fight, you never run for big fight. I remember it was trying to fight Crawford.
Yeah.
Finally, you have some big fight. How you feel about it?
I feel great. I feel tremendous. I'm ready to shine. Ready to show them.
Boots is also putting in work on his boxing skills. This is where you can see just how focused he is on staying sharp ahead of the Xander fight. It is not only about firing big shots or flashing power for the cameras. He is sharpening his rhythm, timing, footwork, defense, and the subtle movements that make him dangerous from every position. Every punch is thrown with intent. Whether he is pumping the jab, switching levels, or setting up heavier shots behind it, every detail counts because Xander is not reckless. He is disciplined, physically strong, and will try to force Boots to think every second. That means Boots must stay relaxed, stay sharp, and be ready to make quick adjustments. This training proves he is not just relying on raw talent. He is refining the small details that could make all the difference on fight night.
Hit the bang, and reflex back, speed back, reflex back.
So total 10 or 12.
Long as you still doing 4 minutes a round?
Yeah, you good.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Look who came out here. Good to see you, Jaron. I tell you earlier, I get to see you, Jaron. 2 big chicken and cheese, add the neck sauce, add cheese. We go medium fry. Right now I got to be in my seat because I'm in camp. If I was outside of camp, I'd be medium Sprite with Coke. That's the benefit of fighting at 154.
Boots also responded to Terence Crawford working with Xander in training, and that adds another fascinating layer to the build-up. Crawford is regarded as one of the sharpest minds in boxing. So, if Xander is learning from him or spending time around him, people are naturally going to notice. But Boots does not seem like the kind of fighter who gets bothered by that. If anything, he carries himself like someone who believes no amount of outside guidance can recreate what he brings on fight night. That is what makes this storyline even more compelling. Xander may be trying to improve his ring IQ, build confidence, and absorb lessons from Crawford, but Boots still feels the real challenge is standing across from him. Working with a great champion can help, but it cannot fight the rounds on your behalf. So, from Boots' perspective, Crawford helping Xander may increase the hype, but it does not weaken his confidence.
I don't particularly care for what Crawford says for the most part, but do you kind of feel like some of his critiques of you are I don't know, maybe hate a little bit? I know online he recently said that Xander is the first guy at 154. He said Xander would beat you. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't pay any mind. That stuff be bothering me, but like I said, I'm the best at 154. Everybody knows it. I'm gonna keep standing each other every time out.
When Boots tells Xander he is coming to take both of his belts on fight night, the rivalry immediately becomes even more personal. He is not speaking like a challenger who is simply grateful for the opportunity. He is speaking like a fighter who already believes those championships belong to him. That level of confidence adds even more pressure on Xander, because now he is not just defending his titles. He is protecting his reputation against a man determined to take everything he has earned. For Boots, this fight is about making a major statement at 154. He wants to prove that moving up in weight has not taken away his speed, his power, or his identity as a fighter. Xander may be the reigning champion, but Boots talks as though he is the one ready to take over the division. And when a fighter starts calling for the belts before the opening bell, the champion can only respond once the action begins inside the ring.
In the gym anyway. Y'all stay in the gym anyway, so my camp not really, all I need is 8 weeks. I don't even really need that. But I just do 8 weeks and
8 weeks of just me locking in and doing everything I should be doing, working on everything I need to be working on, and that's about it. So I mean, some fighters do it. Like I said, some fighters can overtrain because they doing 16, 10 weeks, 12 weeks. You don't need all that to get ready for a fight.
Be sure to check out our other videos showing on your screen.